I'm in Frankfurt, wandering around the airport, and today I'm in a hostel, quite weird room. I have a flight at 3 p.m. to Alaska, so my next video gonna be from Alaska. As you can see, I'm quite calm because still it's quite far and quite a long way to go. Unexpecting things. So, yep. See you later.
The northernmost point in North America where you can get as a civilian by a motorized vehicle is Dead Horse Settlement in Alaska, and inhabited by people engaged in service at Prudhoe Bay oil fields. The farthest reachable point on the opposite side of the planet is a town named Ushuaia in Argentina. It is a total contrast to its northern brother surrounded by deserted tundra. Here, it is forest and mountains. 1,000 kilometers across the Strait of Drake is Antarctica. Perhaps that is why the place is called Fin del Mundo, the end of the world.
Погода приятно удивляет. Вышел с терминала, а тут по-летнему тепло, несмотря на эти тучи и грозные горы.
The distance between these 2 points by Panamerican highway, as per the Google Maps, is roughly 22,000 kilometers. With some detour and deviations, I reckon to cover 30,000. And if doing 300 kilometers per day, I should be finishing in 100 days. As for the budget, I felt 10,000 should be enough. Anyway, that was all I got.
Day 2. Talking quiet because I'm in the hostel. It's already 1:30, and everybody's sleeping, and this hostel has no doors. So the day was quite eventful. The good news is that I managed to get a bike, even though the seat is quite high, but it's okay. I can get used to it.
While searching for the motorcycles, I was advised that Kawasaki KLR 650 is a good option. Alaska had few KLRs to offer. I found mine on Craigslist website. I contacted the seller, Stefan from Fairbanks. For some deposit, I asked him to hold the motorcycle for a month until I arrived in August 2018. The 2008 bike cost $2,750 US and had 10,000 miles on its odometer.
Then the weather is bad. It's pouring rain all day, and tomorrow and the day after. The forecast is the same. At sea, and then the bear talks becomes more relevant, more real. So even though they say nothing to worry about, just stay on your ground, hold your ground, stay on, say, hi bear, hello bear. Okay, stay. Just, that's crazy. My mind that still doesn't get it. Hi everyone, day 4. Almost again forgot to make a diary. I was about to sleep. I have to make it a habit. So we bought the bike yesterday. used to today, and it was so fast, and change ownership title just 20 minutes. I love Alaska for that. Super fast, super easy to do. Insurance, I thought it's going to be a problem because one insurance, they refused to issue this kind of insurance because it's going to be international license. Few countries, Canada and US. So I thought it could be a problem, and then just called Encourage another insurance, and they just did over the phone, everything over the phone. I gave all my details over the phone. She took my credit card details and she did it. My God, so easy, man. I mean, it could be easy. Why people make it so complicated? I don't know.
When I landed in Alaska, behind my back was a fully loaded 40-liter backpack. The most of its content was clothes, hat, woolen scarf, my favorite woolen sweater, 1 pair of underpants, 6 pairs of socks, 1 woolen short, 4 t-shirts, 4 pairs of underwear, not woolen, 1 down jacket, 2 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of trousers, 1 hoodie, 1 leather jacket, 1 denim jacket, and 1 pair of Chuck Taylor. I had no motorcycle outfit whatsoever. The gadgets I was bringing were a laptop, iPhone 6s, GoPro Hero 5, DJI Mavic Air drone with 2 batteries, Kindle ebook, and 1 power bank. First aid kit, rope, knife, carabiners, and some other small necessities were in my rucksack as well. And there was a book, Antarctica, Hell and Heaven, by Reinhold Messner. Magic is real. Within 20 minutes after I paid $60 for new registration and $15 for a change of the ownership, I went out of the Department of Motor Vehicles as a happy holder of a new Alaskan license plates with a bear pictured on it. Insurance. It is illegal in the US to drive without one. Stefan suggested inquiring at Geico Insurance Company. The office I dealt with was located in Anchorage. However, over the phone, the agent, obtained all needful information from me, and within 10 minutes, I got the insurance policy in my email box. It covered the state of Alaska, Canada, and lower 48 for 1 year. I love Alaska with its acceptable level of bureaucracy. Though the price of $250 beat me a little, I felt happy as everything was ready for me to depart. I didn't know what to expect me there, but I was sure that the next 100 days of my life will be different.
I'm thinking, now it's 5 o'clock already. I had to sleep like 3.5 hours, and I'm thinking to take off tomorrow because I have to move on, and hopefully it's not going to be raining today, or at least less. So yeah. Hey guys, here's a bird spray. Good mood. A bit worried and concerned about weather and wild animals, stuff like that. So I'm ready to go. Bike is just over here. Now it's shiny, beautiful. After the journey, probably is gonna be dirty. Let's see.
Additionally, I got portable stove, propane gas, camping pot, torch, another rope, raincoat, bear spray, fuel canister, water canister, wrench keys, screwdrivers, air pump, and of course, sleeping bag and tent. I had to have all the necessary things before heading into nothingness. Such was 664 kilometers of the Dalton Highway on the way to the Arctic Ocean. built in 1974 to support the construction of Trans-Alaska Pipeline, one of the world's largest pipeline systems. It has the length of almost 1,300 kilometers and pumps the oil directly from Prudhoe Bay oil fields in the north to Waldes City on the southern coast. It takes around 12 days for the oil to run all the way across the entire state. I intended to do it in 4 days. I planned to have 2 camps going and 2 same ones coming back. Camp 2 was meant to be used for 2 consecutive nights with a day run to the Arctic coast.
I'm gonna stay overnight here with a tent, open area. Hopefully there's no bears and other stuff.
5 Miles campground was my camp number 1. It was clean, open, with picnic tables, toilet, trash container, and 1 RV already parked for the night. Thanks God, I'm not alone. Cold food stands on the southern slopes of Brooks Range Mountains. I was told that once I crossed after Antigon Pass, there would be no trees at all. There, the temperature dropped to nearly 0 degrees Celsius. The landscape transformed drastically. The world of moss now stood in front of me. I was within northern Arctic Circle. I feel more comfortable here. If there is any wild beast around, I can spot it beforehand from a distance and run away.
Jedziemy za siebie, na dyskoteku. So now it's 5 p.m. Still 140 miles to Arctic Ocean, and I'm gonna stop because actually the timing is good for me tomorrow morning. Wake up and reach that horse. So because I have shuttle to Arctic Ocean at 3 p.m. So, and the second thing, it's super cold driving. Just very cold. I have everything on me almost. Super cold, super chilly, especially after the mountain pass. The weather dropped drastically. Even the engine temperature was all the time was like a quarter of the gauge, even a bit more maybe. And after the mountains, it's just at the very down, at the arrow, just down. So imagine, engine is working and it's cold. That's crazy. So if the engine is cold when it's working, so imagine how cold am I? It's crazy. Look at this. It's a gift of this day. I'm gonna sleep today as a VIP on the luxury bed. Look the thickness of this mattress. Look, it's even more thick than at my home, like in Ukraine. Okay, I'm gonna cook some eggs because I like that idea, that experience yesterday. 2 hot eggs in the evening, it's amazing. I'm gonna drink tea. Probably I'm gonna cook inside because outside is quite chilly. Look, no trees, so we are in total tundra today. No more trees, so it's just kind of defective trees, which are not trees. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna cook and I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna read something, and I'm gonna be ready tomorrow morning, warm and yeah. Okay. See you tomorrow again. Something past 7 a.m. in the morning. Outside is super wet. Sometimes snow, sometimes rain. And the tent is quite warm. I like the tent and sleeping bag. I'll put my raincoat on. Hopefully it's not very muddy and I will be able to do it in about 6 hours. The stretch of the Dalton highway was fine gravel. Here I encountered my first wild animals, reindeers. Besides the gas station, that horse has a small grocery store, otherwise it's bare vastness. I made it for the shuttle just 1 hour and a half before. So 5 hours, yeah, I was on the way. I'm in the shuttle, waiting for the driver, for the guide, and it's gonna be 1.5 to 2 hours the drive, the tour to the Arctic Ocean. I'm not gonna swim, fuck it, it's so cold. I'm gonna sit back, relax and enjoy. 5-star service. People must be drinking heavily here. I thought to myself,
sitting in a warm shuttle bus. But actually, alcohol is outlawed here, in the northern part of Alaska. As per the shuttle bus driver, it's better to put it away to avoid any unwanted accidents. Oh, I see, but... I paused looking around out of the window. Most of the people that are coming here for work stay only for 2 weeks. Every 14 days, the plane arrives to take them back home to Lower 48 and brings another set of crew. Such a schedule is long enough to keep the focus sharp on your duties and short enough not to get depressed in this no-man land. When I was still 30 kilometers before the shelter at Galbraith Lake campground, I stopped. I didn't feel safe to continue. The road is stew of mud. It is down the slope here. First gear, too fast. If braking, the bike is sliding. 250 kg of weight is too much for the tires to make a solid grip with this puree. It was raining. Still is. My waterproof suit was trying to prove something else but not its purpose. Gloves got wet. Every 30 seconds or so, I had to wipe the helmet visor to see the road. Fingers were getting numb too. When I finally reached the camp, I realized how hungry I was, as I hadn't had anything for lunch.
Get up 10:30 in the evening, I guess. I was driving non-stop from Dead Horse. I departed at 6:30. The road was the last 50 miles, maybe less, 30 miles. It's so wet. It's like that. It's fog and it's so wet. I was just sliding some parts of the road and some trucks passing by in opposite direction make it a bit more worse. So I arrived. That's amazing. I'm so hungry. I just realized that I didn't eat anything today. Only in the morning some I don't remember. Did I eat anything in the morning? I don't remember. I'm gonna set up tent and rest and eat my pepperoni, Snickers, my God, hot tea. Yeah, amazing.
Good I have a Snickers bar with me. This thought cheered me up, and inside the tent, I put water to boil to get myself warm with the evening tea. Such was my luxury. Over the Brook Range Mountains back to the human-friendly environment. It was a beautiful sunny day. I couldn't miss the opportunity to launch the drone and get the footage of the Alaskan wilderness.
I don't want a second guess or make a mess of this. I never know just what I need. You come and make it clear what to love and what to fear. You make it easy to.
At 5 Miles Camp, a Forest Service car drove in and informed me that for the last week, a black bear was spotted here a few times. Well, as for me, I would prefer not knowing it at all.
There was a gay road was mostly. It's very paved. Once I pass mountains and I saw those trees, I knew it's gonna get warmer and warmer. Now that's why I had a good spirit. Tomorrow Fairbanks, washing, laundering, video editing, planning and stuff like that.
The bike proved reliable. I had no complaints. I worried a bit about the tires though. They were quite worn out. But I made it back to Fairbanks on the 5th day since I took off to the Arctic Ocean. I might call it a successful start. I gained more confidence for the journey ahead.
Nowhere to be, no dreams to chase tonight. We've got time to waste, let's waste it right.
Hi amigas. On this sunny day, this beautiful time, I officially finished Dalton highway trip. 2 ways, 850 miles. So kilometers, it's around 1,000. 300. Woo. Okay, now predominantly going to be nice road. Oh, it's fun. Yeah, 4 overnights. And it was going to be getting warmer and warmer. That's the best part. Okay, see you later.
At the workshop in Fairbanks, I picked up Dunlop brand of the rear tire suggested by the KLR 650 manual. To change it, only labor cost $100. It is a damn fortune. I should learn myself how to do such essential but needful service. Around 30 kilometers after Delta Junction along the Richardson Highway, I encountered sudden gust of the wind of great force. It is a scenic road indeed, but nobody mentioned it is one of the most windier too. The strength of the wind overwhelmed me. It was new to me and my driving experience.
It's crazy, man. The wind is so strong. I'm being thrown like up, down, side by side, man. And it's so random, like, you know, the bike is shaking, like, literally, I mean, like, got scared a few times. It's just swiping out from the road.
The tablet by the road read, "The most windier place in inner Alaska." But what caused this phenomenon?
I'm gonna rest for a while and we'll keep moving. Strong wind, motherfucker.
It is Isabel Pass of the eastern Alaska Mountains range. At an elevation of 1,000 meters, it runs in between two peaks, Mount Hayes, 4,205 meters high, and Mount Kimball, 3,131 meters. The cold masses of air rush from above them down the much warmer valley and through the narrow gap with tremendous force, blow on flatlands, where I stood.
Look at that! I don't even want to know what is inside of these clouds, man. Again, still very windy. Sometimes it makes it hard to control the motorcycle.
I leaned on the fuel tank, grabbed the handlebar firmly, lowered the speed down to 4th gear, and headed ahead. As I continued, the wind kept throwing me on the opposite lane.
From where this wind just blowing, just like blowing. Look at this rainbow! Woo-hoo! So powerful and bright! My God! Look at this weather! Where are we going? Oh! Isn't it a beautiful reward for such a weather? When you've been shaking on the road like a leaf in the wind? Look at this. Wow, man. Day number 9. The weather is getting better. The wind is coming down, or maybe just the spot that there is no wind, or I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy that there is no wind. It's just so crazy. So crazy. It's still in my ears. This looks like a proper kitchen over here. You see? Yeah, pots and stuff. I'm gonna cook some porridge, rice porridge. I don't know. Never did that, but so excited, very hungry, especially when I have some hot stuff. And I'll make tea, of course. Okay, and then I'm gonna rest and see you tomorrow.
My acquaintance with Mount Denali was scheduled for today. Its height is 6,190 meters. It is also known by its former official name McKinley. In 1975, it was renamed in favor of native Yukon people inhabiting the area, who have called it Denali for centuries. But it rained, so no luck. The first thing that gets wet is your feet. Then, when water drops down from the jacket, the seat gets wet too. Now you have a wet butt. And when your butt is wet, any sense of comfort disappears, and you start feeling cold. By the evening, I reached Anchorage and checked into the hostel. Day 10 in the hostel in Anchorage. It's 4 AM. Just finished editing video.
super tired and just not much time to sleep. My shoes are wet. Very last hope that it will be dry till tomorrow. Tomorrow the forecast for weather is rain again. But I have to be strong, right? So, new day, new hopes. And we figure out this way or another. Okay, good night.
Kenai Peninsula sits on the top of every travel booklet list of places to visit in the US 49th state. Fascinating beauty, white mountain caps, deep green forest, and sky blue waters of the charming Kenai River. Could have been a flag of Alaska. 3 horizontal stripes from top to bottom, white caps, green trees, blue waters. However, the flag was designed long before and now consists of 8 gold stars and Polaris on a dark blue field.
Exit Glacier in Kenai Peninsula. Unfortunately, I cannot launch my drone over here. It's forbidden. So, I just enjoy it from this angle. Almost made it to my destination. The weather is amazing today, amazing, and it's so cool. Sunny, clear skies. Yeah, still windy, but it's okay. No rain. And I am here at the Pacific Ocean coast in Alaska.
I stayed at Starisky SRS campground, located on a 60-meter cliff overlooking Snow Peak Chickmeat Mountains on the Alaskan mainland.
I'm heading to Matanuska Glacier. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to launch my drone over there so I can shoot glacier from above. Would be nice. And hopefully the weather is good there. Okay?
Battery level is low. The aircraft will go to the home point in 10 seconds.
So, expecting to be in Canada day after tomorrow. 2 more overnights in Alaska. This is free camping. Kind of recreation area, but nobody here and just some trash bins. Quite creepy over here because surrounded by trees, and just 5 minutes ago there was a coyote, I guess, giving his signs of presence, like "Ooh," you know, this kind of thing. Just keeping a small fire, just get some dinner. I'm gonna pack and sleep. Whew, till tomorrow morning. Gonna be. I don't want to even think about it. So I was about to boil 2 eggs for the morning, tomorrow morning, because I had just had some soup noodles, in canned soup noodles. I heated it. So I was like, okay, I'll boil 2 eggs while I'm, unpacked, and tomorrow morning I'll have 2 eggs for breakfast, nice breakfast. Because in the morning you have to eat something, because sometimes it happens that I don't eat every day, all day long, and then in the evening only. Man, and I was like, it just dropped it. I dropped 2 eggs and like just near the tent, and you cannot leave it because you might attract some animals. I mean, the smell. I don't know. People say keep your food away from the tent and stuff. So I scooped it with my hands. Of course, I cleaned my hands after. Anyway, 2 eggs is wasted, man. My last eggs. Whew, okay, it's getting dark, so I'm gonna pack and go my tent. Try to sleep. Okay, peace. Day 13 and flat tire.
There was 543 kilometers between me and the Canadian border. On the 126th kilometer, I got a flat tire. The front tire got worn out to a whole condition. I should be more attentive to my body. After all, it does all the work on this trip. At least it was not in the middle of the forest. It happened actually 2 kilometers away from a town named Glen Allen.
So I'm gonna just roll it down. At least it's not to the hill, it's down the hill. Oh man, another disaster. Okay.
The nearest gas station had a tire shop adjacent to it, but they didn't have motorcycle tires. Nevertheless, they offered help. One of the mechanics arranged the tire to come from Anchorage, as one of their fellow was there to shop for some parts. The rest of the day I spent studying the manual. By the evening, I had everything prepared for the next day. I took off the front wheel and removed the tire from the rim. I was confused to find the drive chain loosened and the engine oil level lower than required. Since now, I should go through the bike checklist every day, as well as have a spare tire on me. Spare tube I already had. Additionally, they allowed me to stay on the backyard in the tent. That was very kind. That was very hospitable. That was very Alaskan.
As you might know, I'm sleeping on the backyard of the gas station. The tire gonna come tomorrow. I'm gonna need to install it by myself. Hopefully I can make it. I'll be able to install it properly and drive safely. Because I have to make it to the border before 8 p.m. Canadian border, otherwise I have to wait for day after tomorrow. Next day at 8 a.m. because it's working from 8 till 8. And I have my hostel booked for tomorrow in those in Canada already. So
the latest time I have to depart tomorrow from here. It's 12. Hopefully I can make it.
Ready to go. It's 7 hours to reach the Canadian border. To cross it today. Tire changed, chain adjusted, lubricated, all filled. See you later.
Bike checklist. Fuel, no leaks, keep track of mileage. Engine oil, no leaks, the level within limits. Coolant, no leaks, the level within limits. Tire pressure, as per the manual. Brakes, serviceable, no leaks. Choke lever, serviceable. Drive chain, lubricated, slack is permissible. Steering, not loose, turns smoothly. Throttle grip play, within few millimeters, 2-3. Clutch lever play, within 8 to 12 millimeters, operates smoothly.
Town called Chicken, and they have a chicken over there. It's the biggest chicken maybe in the world. Nice.
I reached the border at 6 p.m. The clearance took 5 minutes. I was the only person there, except the officer. It is in the middle of nowhere, on top of the hills, the top of the world highway. No papers were checked, no luggage either. The officer put the Canadian entry stamp in my passport and wished me a safe trip. There were no US officers, no exit stamps. My first ever land border crossing went smooth. Good start. 18 more to go.
Yukon, Canada. That was my first crossing border by land, and it was quite fast. I was like 3 minutes. There was no cars, as you can see. No cars over there. Wow, not even check the papers today. Excuse me. So I'm going there.
Two roads connect Yukon and Alaska. One has gentle slopes, another offers beautiful scenery. First and the most used one is called Alaskan or Alaskan Highway. Second is the Klondike Loop. It is often called the top of the world highway. Motorcyclists gave it another name, 100 miles of hell. Not that I wanted to see how the hell looked like, but I knew which route I would take on my way to Canada. A dirt road runs for many miles ahead. When it's raining, it becomes 100 miles of hell. Mud, gusts of the wind, and steep slopes on both sides. I got lucky to drive through it in dry weather. I stayed in Dawson City River Hostel today.
Hello guys, Dawson City, Canada.
To describe it in one word, I would say it's different.
The room is like a wooden house. It has no windows, no electricity, no running water.
But I could only blame my high expectations.